Hi guys, I'm Kiara. And for my second article, I found one that was called The Functions of an A&R Rep in the Music Business. I found it on thebalancedcareers.com. And it basically just explains what it means to be an A&R in a record label and all of the responsibilities and roles that come along with that. And so in this article, it says that basically the A&R is the person who finds the talent and then signs them to the label. And so it says that an entry-level job would be a A&R scout. The A&R scout would find the music, scout the talent, attend shows, and then listen to demos. And so the A&R scout would take that to the head of A&R or the A&R manager, who would then decide if it would be best to sign that artist. The A&R scout would have to explain or, say why this artist would be a good fit for this label. And so after the artist gets signed, the A&R stays in close contact with this artist to make sure that they have the booking time that they need or the studio time that they need, and making sure that they have the producers and everything that they need in order to make music. And so in previous years, the A&R was very, very necessary. It was an important role throughout history because they were responsible, especially back in the day. It was hard for people outside of the music industry to find artists. But since we have like technology and the internet in general now, it's not as hard, just due to like streaming and stuff like that, and people like SoundCloud, people could just like put their music out. And so the role has changed a little bit, but it's still a very important role within the music industry. And so you have three levels of A&R. You have the A&R scout, A&R manager, who is above them, and then the head of A&R, who is like at the top. And so depending on where you fall, you can make between $30,000 to $100,000 a year. And also music publishers have A&R departments. And so this article is important because it breaks down what it means to be an A&R. It explains what that job means and what I would have to do as an A&R. And so they book the studios, they get the artists acquainted with whatever producers they need, and that's a very vital role within the music industry. And so this article is helpful for my senior project because we're working on basically signing artists and getting music out there, getting EPs of certain artists out. And so I would be able to take on some of those responsibilities of being an A&R. I would scout talent. If need be, I would, schedule what type of studio time we need to have, like what time is good for the producer and the artist, and figure all of that out. And outside of the roles of being an A&R, I will also take on a managerial role, which would include contracts, any contracts that would have to be drawn up, royalties, streaming and distribution for any of the music releases. And I think that any article that is like, explaining what that means, since this is, I've never done it before. I've never done any of this, and so it's important for me to read articles that explain to me what that job means. And so that's it. Thank you.